Welcome to Unfiltered with Mamacita.
Angie, who gotta pee, so I'll be back. She'll do all the rest of the intro.
Today, I believe we are speaking on self-care and what that means for you. Can you see him running? Self-care, what you do for self-care. Us, today we're at the beach. Sometimes it means massages, sitting on the couch reading a book, but we will talk about that a little more when he comes back. And he's just taking his sweet time out there in the cold water. Beautiful day. A little breezy, but it's pretty warm. I'm not. Here he comes. Cold?
A little. Want to switch seats for a minute? What's up?
I'm waiting for you to get back.
What's the topic?
Self-care.
Self-care. And therapy. Self-care is exactly what we're doing right now. Episode 10? Mm-hmm. Episode 10, big one. Well, everyone's a big one, right? We're going to stay committed to it like usual. Self-care. Primarily, the gym for me is my main thing. And if I'm not clanging and banging weights, well, I'm clanging and banging Tabitha. But beach. This is it. This is seriously the most important thing for my mental health is the water, the sand, the sun, just being outside. And because it's also something that she really fucking loves in doing and enjoying. So that's where we're at. We've been here for a couple hours now, chilling. First time in the water because it is a little cold, but it's not bad. It's like 70 something, but we got a breeze. There's starting to pick up for a Wednesday. And then the therapy. I had my first session the last week.
Yes.
Last Wednesday. And how'd it go? What'd you think? She's there. We went. It's for me.
I think it went pretty well. Emotions came out. So the therapist kind of brought up a trauma therapy group to him. So he's waiting on a virtual appointment to see if he is a good candidate for it, and if so, then his therapy sessions with this therapist will go on pause because she doesn't
overload
or defeat the purpose of the trauma therapy.
which is again, I had to be. It's not a program that
They
is.
can hear us with this wind.
It's not a program that can readily is readily available. Again, you got to be selected and accepted.
I know
So-
she said it's a 10-week.
It's a 10-week program. So my original therapist agreed to stick monthly, just for updates until the course is done. I agreed to it. So again, in a couple weeks, I have a Zoom meeting. Excuse me, to talk with the person that runs it to see if he'll accept me. We were in the car after last week's in-person appointment, and it kind of hit me because I only agreed to do in-person therapy if Tabitha could go, right? If Mamacita could go, just because right now that's my comfort zone with my just with my healing process and my figuring everything the fuck out process, right? And it's not necessarily healing; it's just learning to deal and cope with situations and stuff that you're programmed with. That after 20 years, we were literally institutionalized. You were brainwashed to walk, sleep, eat certain ways, and
It's cold in the shade. Sorry.
here we can switch now. All right, sorry.
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm good. I'm dry off.
I was burning up. But then now your seat's wet.
Let's sit down. Take a towel. But that's where we're at, doing that. And again, just like I said, self-care. We pamper ourselves. I started getting my fingernails done. Always been getting my toes done. We do massages, so.
Mentioned that.
And what else? What else do you do for self-care?
Sleep.
Because seriously, for you, it's kind of, it's really important, in my opinion. It's really important for everybody, right? But you are isolated because you don't work, right? And our kids are old enough where that stay-at-home mom role, I don't want to say has diminished,
Or not.
but it has become a different.
The mom part of the stay-at-home anymore.
Well, it's become a different role, right? It's not so much the, hey, you have to be around 24/7, right? 7 days a week and nurture them. It's more, hey, just be around, right? I need you when I need you, unfortunately, right? Because our kids are fucking teenagers. But so what is it again? Besides sleep, right? And chilling with Novi. Reading.
And this.
Yeah.
Massages. I don't know. I already mentioned mine when you were peeing.
Oh, I was peeing, huh?
I don't know. I don't think I really do much else. I mean, obviously I work out, but for me personally, I don't consider that my self-care. It is self-care.
Absolutely.
But I don't consider it self-care like you do.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's not just physical, but it's also extremely mental thing.
Yeah.
For me, right? It is me is being aggressive
With weights.
with weights instead of elsewhere, right? And trying to get out as much of that type of energy and vibe from me.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It is self-care, but it's not my form of self-care.
Yeah.
So I don't consider that it for me.
Shopping.
I mean, if you saw my Amazon cart, there's like thousands of dollars worth of stuff in there.
Some people will say that's rookie numbers. Bump that shit up, like Matthew McConaughey. Pump those fucking numbers up.
I mean, I can. Like, I'm pretty sure I have like a stationary bike in there, a treadmill, and then like random little things. So I like to just
Window shop.
and then hope that one day someone will be like, I'll buy your cart, or purchase it for you. I'm like, are you sure? Like the whole cart? And then I actually might be a little disappointed that I didn't have other things in there that I maybe should have.
That's kind of good that you say that, right? Because I do like self-care. I don't care to buy too much shit for myself, right? You asked me what I need for our trip that's coming up, and I'm just like, I don't know, just whatever. Pack of white teas and make sure I got some Nutrionius and sausage, and I'm good, right? And then you buy me some things and stuff, and and that's just what I like, because you like to do that type of stuff. You like to go out and do the shopping and stuff like that. Me, I'm simple. Again, a lot of people will say that just how we interact with each other is very different or not normal, but we find it, for us, it is extremely normal. Like yesterday, I was at work and one of the managers came out, younger guy, and he was talking to a guy that I used to work with in the Navy, and now he sells cars with me, and his shirt was all fucked up, pants all wrinkly and shit, and the manager came out and was just like, dude, do you own a fucking iron? And he was just like, well, I just came out the dryer. Like, dryer sheets or anything? He was like, anyways, moral of the story is that got to me, and it's like, he was like, you iron your stuff, right? And it's like,
My wife does.
Not at all, right?
Yes and no. It's iron, but I don't do it.
So, exactly what I'm getting to, right, is that, another form of your self-care, I feel like, and again, it goes back to your grandmother and your mother, is that you guys love to take care of other people, right? That is a form of self-care, but it's not a personal self-care.
Self-care is personal, though.
But it's personal to you. It's personal to you because you're doing it. Morally, you're doing it. So it is a feel good for you. But yes, it's a different type of self-care. Anyways. Therapy for you?
I think I need it.
Well, you gotta find a doctor to do all that shit.
I have my I gotta wait for my appointment.
Okay.
I mentioned this
already?
an episode or two ago.
Yeah.
I gotta wait. My appointment with my doctor isn't until next month, and that's just establishing care, so no actual treatment of any kind will be done at that appointment. And then I have another appointment scheduled, I think, the following week. A couple things speaking to the doctor about a couple things at that one, so maybe I'll toss it in, or otherwise I'll have to schedule another appointment. Because, doctors don't like to sit and talk for more than 5 minutes. Actually, I just realized we're on Select. I don't need a referral. I get 10 appointments
for free? Or,
before they need a referral.
So
I'll have to look into that.
Maybe a route to do kind of short time for in between.
Now
might have to wait until we have to get back. Yeah,
but I just realized that got to get used to the different insurance coverage.
And again, we'll bring up our trip, and that we're going on. That's a major self-care for us as well. Is that being able to spend as much time with family and ourselves, with each other and our kids while they're still in the house. So that's why we do as much trips as we can, even if they're a little short day trip or whatever, like today is to the beach. This is huge. If you're always cooped up in the house and playing video games or on Netflix or whatever the fuck it is, working and stuff, and not taking time for yourself, then you're definitely not doing it right. And you're just gonna gas out and you're gonna burn out and stuff. So take some time for yourself and figure out what it is that your true self-care is, and find somebody to do it with too, because it's always better with somebody to do it with, and I'm not talking about it ain't gotta be a partner or something, a fucking friend or whatever, but
hiking with somebody, get your nails done with somebody.
But definitely it's better, right, in my opinion, if you have a spouse and you guys coexist. I know some people that their spouses go on separate trips, and it's fucking wild, like the amount of time that, and I'm not just talking about I'm where I'm at now, I'm talking about military people too, the amount of time that while I was in the Navy that we spent away from our families, and even at my job now, the amount of time that we spend at work, I spend more time at work than I do with unfortunately my family, mamacita, and the kids, because that's just how work is right now. And these guys and their spouses will go on separate trips, and I'm just like, why? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Self-care.
But separate trips all the time?
Not all. I'm not saying
I'm talking about all the time.
I know, but I'm not. I'm saying it doesn't have to be all the time, but
I don't know. I don't
like a guy's trip, a girl's trip.
Nah.
See. He says, "Oh yeah, you need friends so you can go do things with them," and then he just says,
Well, yeah, I'll be tagging along. Shit.
Huh?
On a trip?
Yeah.
I'll be tagging along.
That's not a girl's trip then.
Who said it got to be a girl's trip?
The girls?
This is 2024. Shit.
Anyway.
I'll be the girl. We can take baths and shit all together.
You're a dork.
What's up?
Nothing. So now, to kind of segue, since we're talking about trips, where would you like to go?
Well, as much as I see people going to like Greece, Santorini, and stuff like that, that's definitely on our bucket list, right? But man, I think Colombia is going to be our next spot. If we don't do a cruise after this trip, we're going to go to Colombia.
Well, remember the cruise was a family thing.
Yeah. But I'm just.
Are we doing family trip to Colombia or just us?
Well, they're going to Seattle in the summer, so.
Well, we're going this year.
I don't know.
After he uses all his PTO to go to Mexico in a week.
32 hours, baby. Been there a year. Yeah, buddy. Ain't even been out the motherfucking Navy a year. Been out the Navy for what? November, December, January, February. 4.5 months? 4 months, 3 weeks. I've been at Toyota for a year. Don't tell me how I did it. I did it though. And I'm getting paid all the way. So, but on the major, like that's probably where we would go next out of the country. Where I really want to go is Brazil. That is I've always said Brazil and Australia are my number one and two. I've never been to either, and yeah. What about you?
said, is on the list. Brazil. But mine, I think, have always been Bora Bora in Italy.
And where's Bora Bora?
It's a island, like, between the U.S. and Hawaii. It's in the middle of the ocean. One of the, I think it's part of one of the Polynesian islands.
I can definitely go back to Italy. Been there. Love it. I was fortunate enough to go to like 43, 44 states before I left to the Navy, because my parents, we took 2 major road trips, one from Seattle to DC and back, and then Seattle to Key West, and we stopped at various places. It was like a 6 to 8 week trip, both times with my grandparents and shit, and siblings, and but then throughout the Navy, I've been around the world 2.5 times, so twice. So, and my favorite places that I've been personally, Italy and Spain, hands down, beautiful. The culture, the history, the food, the women, the culture, history. The food is amazing and healthier. And as far as like island, where have we been?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is the best where we've been, but I'm hoping Cancun outdoes itself. So
why?
Because I haven't been to Mexico, but Tijuana, and I'm fucking ready to.
Tijuana doesn't count.
Well, it's Mexico, but yeah, right. So I'm ready, just for a good ass fucking trip. And I think we're gonna enjoy it. I think the kids are gonna enjoy it. We always enjoy it. So don't even.
The first one I did, I forgot. Wasn't thinking, so it's on camera.
What time is it?
I don't know. Phone's over there.
You going on time?
You
going on time? How long have we been recording?
We're at 23 minutes right now.
Right now. So early too. Spend a little bit more time at the beach. So hopefully we get a little bit of feedback from our viewers as far as excuse me, to where you guys like to travel, and some good recommendations as far as where's
your favorite place that you've gone? What's the one spot you
highly recommend
want to go next? That too.
Because we are about to be doing a lot of traveling here soon.
In a couple of years.
Well, even now, because again, we're going to Mexico here in a couple weeks.
Garrett has to make some more money so he can fully retire, and then we can be going every other month.
I'm sure we'll be on to Arizona because my parents just sold their house up in Washington and moving to Arizona. So I'm sure they're going to be begging my mom specifically. I don't know if you've already thought about this or even
You've thought about it.
my sister, but they're going to be thinking that, oh, gotta have first Christmas or Thanksgiving down there. So
maybe that ties in though with our last Christmas or Thanksgiving here. So
this year,
can't go spend it over there if we're spending it here.
and we leave next year.
You never know.
No, we got it. We're still here next year because Miha's only a senior next year. So, anyways, she's a year ahead of herself. So, Is that a big part of your self-care though, is traveling? And
I don't know that traveling is part of my self-care, because it's not something we've really done like a ton of for it to be self-care.
Got you. Well,
to me, self-care is something you do more regularly.
Yeah. Well, that's definitely, there's a couple things that I have tried to implement recently this year, and as far as like just a self-care and self-help is, I've been reaching out in the morning to some people, contacts, and then I just recently did it on Facebook. With the hookups, and just sending some positive vibes and energy and words of encouragement and stuff through message. And there's a zodiac sign book that I've been reading, drinking tea. Kind of fell off on that one, but we still drink it, when I do ask for it and stuff. But those are some things that I'm trying to implement more of, just again self-care and self-help for me personally. And again, the therapy one is a huge step for me, just because I think she's a little bit more encouraged of the outcome of my session last week, because she did the majority of the talking, so it was a little it was a little overwhelming for me, and I did as much talking as I could and answer as much questions as I could, but for the most part it was Mamacita who was verbal with the therapist, and the therapist, she was very receptive to that and open, so that was encouraging, which was helpful for me to be able to be a little more open and honest and answer some questions and stuff like that. So, but that's where we're at with it, and hopefully it will continue to pan out, and we'll knock down some wolves.
It'll get easier the more you go. I take forever to open up too, even when I was going to my therapist in Auburn.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it took time for you to open up to my therapist about me, and I sure as fuck it didn't.
No, because it wasn't about me. That's what I'm saying. I can help talk about you and what you're going through. I just, when it comes to me and talking about me, I don't open up as easy either. I feel like I don't know what to talk about.
Well, that's what it is there for too, right? Is for them to kind of help us get it out, right? So if you guys have any words of encouragement for that as well too, send them my way, because it is a little, it's tough to talk about stuff that you've emotionally just have buried and just kind of learned to deal with. And again, like I said, it's not excuse me, we don't have secrets, right? And it's not that I've kept stuff from her secretively. She's respected, she's just respected
traumas that you've gone through that you're not ready to speak about.
And so that's where we're at right now. And so is everything going to come up? I don't know. Is it necessary that everything comes up? I don't know. But I know it's necessary to be there. That's something I've definitely realized, and I've kind of like put how I've first entered my sobriety. Because I used to go to AA meetings and go and get information, and it helped, right? And now that's where I'm at with my mental health, is that it's time to get some type of benefit from help, because I'll give you an example. You know, I have a major issue with sleeping. No alarm set today. I don't stay up late ever. It's rare that I'll stay up past midnight, and if we do so, that's usually because we're out at a titty bar or whatnot. But I stayed up last night till 1 o'clock, and to hope to sleep in until like 8 or 9. No, well, I was up 5 hours later, and I had woken up 2 or 3 times in between, and so my main hope is to hopefully be able to just be at peace and help sleep better at night, and be less on edge and stuff like that, right? So that's where I'm at with my health care, and yeah, hopefully you can do it too.
Get therapy?
Yeah, and do it, and open up, and not be fucking mute when they ask you questions and stuff, and answer the hard questions, and because obviously I know that's what you want for me as well too, and even if it is not, well, even if you're not there and I'm the one that has to fucking do it, which obviously this is what it sounds like it's gonna fucking be.
We'll find out for sure on Wednesday.
Yep. So good?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
32 minutes.
Alright, we're gonna wrap it up because we're gonna make it back to the house. We'll grab some Biggie's pizza probably, unless she wants to stop somewhere else. Like, that's where our traditional spot after the beach. Grab a slice of pizza. So, got anything? No?
Till next time.
Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the view. Yeah, nothing but peace and love. You already know that, right?
Bye, guys.